I'm Miss Coyas from Harris Academy Rainham, and this is going to be all about what to expect on your transition days, which are coming up towards the end of June. On the current slide you can see our current Year 7 School Council, so hopefully you recognise a few of them. This is your school uniform for next year, so you know what to expect. We ask that you wear your smartest school shoes and blazer and a skirt or trousers for girls and a tie for boys. So you can see there your whole school uniform, but it is essential that you wear a nice smart pair of school shoes as well. So to start off with, I wanted to talk about what is a transition event. So every year primary school students visit their new secondary school for a few days to help them with the transition from primary to secondary. So every single student in a primary school will hopefully visit their secondary school to get used to what the day is like, what the school is like, and meet some of their new teachers. If you are coming to Harris Academy Rainham, you will be visiting us for 2 days on Tuesday the 21st and Wednesday the 22nd of June. You will experience daily life at HAR, which include assemblies, transition guide time, extracurricular activities and subject curriculum lessons. So we are trying to include as much as possible so that you get to experience everything that you would normally when you start in September. So in the morning at 9:15 on the first day, you will meet on the front courts where our basketball courts are. This is just off of the main entrance to the school, and there will be your transition guide there holding up a sign with their name on, so you know where to go on your first day. You will get a letter with your group posted to you, so don't worry about that. And you will go and line up with that person and you will get to meet your class and your transition guide for the day. Your transition guide will then take you to assembly from 9:20 until 9:45, and each day of transition will start and end with an assembly. This will be taken with the vice principal or the assistant principal, and as you can see on the screen we've got a picture of our assembly hall. You will all have a seat to sit in, and it is essential that in assembly you have to be silent and listening. So that's very, very important, and that is our expectation for an assembly. After assembly, you'll have transition guide time. So from 9:45 until 10:10, you will have a morning and afternoon session with your transition guide. The role of the transition guide is to support you in anything that you need throughout the 2 days that you're with us. So they are there to support you. You can go to them for help. If you need anything, they are there to answer all of your questions. They will be there to help explain what life is like at HAR and what to expect in September. After that transition guide time, you will then have a break from 10:10 until 10:30. You will need to bring packed lunch and break with you, so we won't be providing the food on the day. You will need to bring that with you. We will have activities to take part in during breaks and lunches, similar to our lunch clubs which we run for our students currently. For example, table tennis and chess might be some of the activities you can take part in on the day. Break is 20 minutes and lunch is 35 minutes. So lunch will be from 11:55 until 12:30. After break, you will have your subject lessons. So from 10:30 until 11:10, you will have a session, 11:10 until 11:55. Then you will have lunch until 12:30. You will then have another session from 12:30 until 1:10, and your final session will be from 1:10 until 1:50. You'll have 4 sessions a day with subject specialist teachers, which could include maths, English, PE, music, art, geography, history, drama or DT. We will also be running some science days for schools so that you can come and experience some science as well. So these will be your main sessions each day, and you will have in a total of 8 sessions, so you should get to experience lots of different subjects while you're here. Finally, the end of the day, you will need to be collected or you will be released from school at 2:35. So from 1:50 you will go back to your transition guides and you will go to an assembly to reflect on the day. You will then be dismissed from there to the front courts at 2:35. If you're waiting for an older sibling who currently attends the school, we will wait with you until they have finished and then that you can walk home with them. If your parents are coming to collect you, again we will make sure that you have been collected by your parents. And finally, if you are going home on your own, you will need to ask your school to make us aware of that so that we can release you to walk home independently. You need to make sure that your school has let us know or your parents has let us know. Our expectations on the day are very high. We have high expectations because we know that if we have high expectations of you, then you will be most successful. So part of our expectations is that you wear your school uniform smartly and well presented. Your best school shoes that you have, your best uniform so you look smart and well presented on your first day with us. We have a no phones policy in the school where all of our year 6s that come on the 2 transition days will not be able to use their phones. So this is really important because we think that it will enable you to communicate with each other more, and you won't be on your phones, you'll be able to talk to new people and get to know each other better. Our normal rules for school when you start in September is that you can have your phone, but it cannot be out inside the building. However, on transition days, we will have no phones at all. If you do have a phone and it is seen, then it will be taken from you and it will be put in reception to be collected at the end of the day. No jewellery is to be worn by boys or girls at the school. Following instructions and given by teachers all of the time. So you need to make sure that you are following instructions all of the time. This will mean that the day is much less stressful for you, you know what you're doing and where you're going, you won't get lost, and you won't have any problems as long as you follow the teacher's instructions. And be respectful to everyone. That is so important for us here at HAR, to be respectful. You need to make sure that you are respecting not only others, your peers, but your teachers as well. So I thought I'd summarise all of the do's and don'ts on one slide so that you can see everything that you need to know. So your do's, you must wear your smartest uniform and school shoes. To bring trainers to change into, so in your PE lessons you won't need your PE kit, but you will need to bring some trainers to change into, so make sure you bring some trainers. Bring a packed lunch with you, so you will need to bring a packed lunch. Bring stationery and equipment that you need, and most importantly, have fun and be kind to others, which is a huge part of our culture here at HAR. Our don'ts are: don't wear jewellery, so we've said about no jewellery, don't bring your phone to school on the transition days, and don't be unkind or disrespectful to others. Finally, I wanted to mention part of our core values, and one of those core values is kindness. Kindness and manners are the most important thing that we expect students to be at HAR. And as you can see on the screen, there's a couple of sayings there, very common sayings. Manners cost nothing, and if you can't say something nice, then don't say it at all. It's very important that you ensure that you are being kind. There is really, like it says on there, it costs nothing, and you know that if someone is kind to you, it will make you feel so much better. If you're kind to someone else, it's spreading that kindness, it's making them feel better as well. So it's really, really important that we are kind to each other at home and outside of school as well. And finally, if you have any questions for us, then please don't hesitate to let your teachers know, and they can send some questions through to us so we can get back to you, or you can contact the school with any questions, or you can wait until you see us on the 21st and 22nd of June and you can ask all of your questions then, and we will be more than happy to answer them for you. So I'm really excited to meet you all on the 21st and 22nd. I'm Miss Coyas and I hope to see you on the day. See you soon.